the Braves are so deep this year. And I think part of that came from where they ended up last year. They were struggling at the end of the season, but there were so many people hurt. When Brooks Conrad made all those errors in the playoffs, they didn't have anybody else to replace them. And Frank Wren and the management just said, okay, we're not going through this again. And they have really shored up a lot of those shortcomings.
1 through 9, or I guess 1 through 8 with the lineup, I like this team a lot better than last year. The bench does concern me, losing a guy like Matt Diaz and obviously Omar Infante. But the positive is you get a superstar like Dan Uggla. Obviously, you make that trade. But then again, they do have a little bit of question marks on the bench. But, letting guys like Brandon Hicks and Matt Young make the team, that shows that maybe they're going to give, the next generation of, Braves a chance, whereas before the tendency has been to go with older veteran-type players.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you look at any team out there, health is always the main issue. If you stay healthy the majority of the season, you're going to be in good position. The Braves were not one of those teams last year. They had the injury bug last year. And so I guess you have to say you're always going to expect in a 162-game season there's going to be some injuries. And I think they try to shore that up with some better infield, some better utility players out there. But the Braves have to hope for a healthy season this year for them to go where people think they can go with the pitching and the bats that they got this year.
They've done well so far as the injury bug goes through spring training. The only real injury is Jair Jurgens, and they really can't even pinpoint what that is. He's going to throw a bullpen session tomorrow in Washington. Basically, it's been summarized as soreness in his right side.
Yeah, at this point of the year, they're going to treat any of those guys like a porcelain doll. I think Jurgens is going to be okay. Hopefully it's not anything serious like an oblique injury that can flare up throughout the year. I hope it's just something small, and they're just treating it with a lot of precaution.